Hey everybody, Bam here again. This time doing another weapons review. This one's going to be for the MPX, the new PDW that came out with the Dragon's Teeth DLC for Battlefield 4. Long story short with this gun is that it's good for only CQB. Only CQB. It can't really do range that much. Go to single fire, it'll work, but your damage drop off is so high it's not worth it. It fires over 800 rounds a minute, and it's just really good at CQB. It's not entirely the best gun in the world. I mean, I would choose other PDWs over this one easily. I like the for PDW, I want something that has a decent fire rate, so this one reaches that bill. I want something that has stopping power. It meets that, but it doesn't have any accuracy. Its hip fire is pretty weak. I guess you could put a laser sight to increase hip fire, but even then, it's not going to be that strong there. It looks okay. It doesn't sound particularly good. If you get into an area where there's a lot of enemies in front of you, you better have a good cover position with this gun, because if you might drop one or two people, or maybe 3 or 4 with the first magazine, but as soon as you run out of rounds, which you will run out of rounds really quickly because it's only a 25 round magazine, it's gonna draw you back pretty quick. This gun has stopping power for mainly just CQB. I mean, if you're at medium to long range, it seems like it takes so much more rounds than it actually should to kill something. Like I found where, like, with it firing the Smith & Wesson 40 cal round, you would think 2, 3, maybe 4 rounds should suffice to kill somebody within, like, say 20 meters. But it wasn't really the case with this gun. It was more of at 20 meters and higher, it seemed like it takes 7 to 10 rounds to drop somebody, which is pretty bad, which means its damage drop off is just abysmal and just terrible. Which is why when I was in this match on Locker, it was just, when I had to go for range beyond that area, I was switching to the small or the Unica 6 to actually do damage at range. It does its job, but like I said, it's a love-hate relationship with this gun. I mean, you know it can do damage, but you want it to do more damage, because if you're at range, you're not going to do enough damage to be a serious threat to the enemy, which is something you want with a PDW. You want to be at least something, you want to be some sort of a threat where you can either, I mean, it's good for suppression, but it's not accurate at range at all. Not even with microburst, it's not accurate. If you have a moving target, you're 9 times out of 10 not going to hit him. Now, you may hit him with 1 or 2 rounds here or there, but you're not going to do enough damage to actually do anything. This being the clusterfuck that is Locker, I don't want to move through that doorway very fast because, well, probably going to get killed by either grenades or explosives or some other variation of that kind of stuff, because, well, it's Operation Locker. But if you can set yourself up like I do here with the MPX, I set myself up along this wall and just peek around the corner constantly, waiting for people to come around, you'll set yourself up for serious success, because right here, the most that is probably around 15 meters. And inside 15 meters, it does good damage. It has good damage. That high fire rate shreds a lot of people, and allowing me to peek around the corner, making myself not as conspicuous a target. This gun will just shred as many people as you tell it to. And you do have to constantly be reloading that small round. But it's a really good gun for the job it does overall. But yeah, stay tuned, because the ballistic shield is up next.